Doc loses it.
Loses his temper, loses the championship according to you in this picture. Right?
According to everybody, Marcellus. JR just being JR. Come on.
What does that mean? Bottle service on the court? Oh, no. Forgot. I'll play basketball.
Wish.
Come on.
How about that dudes? Earning.
Papa Beadle. Be watching.
He'll be waiting.
Let's do it.
And a whole bunch of whatever this is.
Michelle at the game.
No,
SportsNation starts now.
SportsNation is presented by Toyota.
Do you know how expensive those seats are? And y'all just made out.
And his money's worth right there. Yes, he is.
Excuse me, she might have bought the seat.
Well,
She might have bought the
Thank
seat.
you.
She didn't put her hand on his head.
That's
She
true.
put his head.
Too much.
That's true. We didn't share that together.
That's a great point. Oh, yeah,
that's when it's
we're
worth it.
easly distracted, by the way. We're actually have a show to do. Beadle, LZ, Marcellus, and Marcellus. Shall we talk about your Clippers?
Whoa! Why today, though? Why today? Why?
What happened last night? Clippers Nets, Doc Rivers getting himself a tech for crossing half court automatic. Then earns another one because Kenny Mauer's feeling crazy. He got ejected. Clippers lost their third straight. Doc, what happened?
I think you guys know why the tech was called. The official who had nothing to do with the play thought I was yelling at Lauren, and I wasn't. You know, we were actually, she said, Doc, you're right or whatever, let's walk back. We were walking. We weren't even arguing. So it was the damnedest tech to give at that time, and you know what the league's going to do, they're going to fall back on he crossed half court. That's you'll see tomorrow, that's what they're going to say, and we're going to all know that that's not the real reason. I don't think an official that has nothing to do with the play should be giving someone a tag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with it.
You good with it?
You good with it?
I'm great with it. Doc Rivers, he nailed this one. I mean, talking about the letter of the law, we understand, but the spirit of the law, the spirit of the moment is what Doc Rivers is talking about. He's talking about two authority figures barking out two different commands. So if one of them says come here and the other one says stay there, guess what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. And Doc Rivers didn't know what to do, and all of a sudden he finds himself penalized by unnecessary tech. I'm with Doc Rivers.
I agree.
I think it was a little bit of a showboat to inspire his team to play better. Because remember, they were playing against who? The Brooklyn Nets without their best player, Jeremy Lin.
They have a best player?
And that you're already in bad shape if Jeremy Lin is your best player.
Dare you.
Right. So the fact that they're on a 3-game losing streak, the fact that they haven't won since they went to see the Dallas Cowboys play on Thanksgiving.
You went there.
We figured it out.
The fact that they haven't won since people started saying they're the best team in the league.
It's like
So
Godzilla.
all this angst and energy you see being played out is more about his team underperforming than actually what transpired at that
Also, Mauer, if you're going to give a T because you think you have to defend your girl, don't. Because it's just like when you're in a fight with someone, we don't need a man to come to our rescue. It's her job. She can do it. She's fine. But more importantly, let's check those standings, shall we? Slip City.
What is wrong with my face?
By the way, my Spurs lost too last night. But look what's going on here.
Oh, what did you ready? You ready? I got an explanation. I got one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you ready?
That's your explanation.
What's your explanation?
My explanation is this. The logic on this set was it's so early. It doesn't matter if you're winning all these games or now. I'm going to use your logic against you. It doesn't matter if we're losing all these games because you can go on losing streaks, still finish strong, still obviously get a playoff and a home advantage, and win a championship.
Isn't it just the Clippers becoming the actual Clippers?
Right. The Clippers are clipping. They don't clip.
We never clipped this fast, so that's not the same old Clippers. We never win that many games before we clip. That's not the same old Clippers. And this team, you're right. They went on that amusement park fun day when they were throwing passes with Dak Prescott and Dez Bryant. And since then, we got our eyes off the prize just a little bit, and these teams are cornered.
Which is
I do like that DeAndre Jordan said all that, by the way.
Your eyes have been on the prize. Part of the reason why we laugh at you is because you haven't won anything yet. So why are you celebrating after 20 games in a season? You should be staying focused at all times. If you're the Cavs, bake all the cookies you want.
Yeah.
If you're the Golden Warriors, shimmy, 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 shimmy. But if you ain't won nothing, you need to stay focused.
They got caught up.
That team that won last year is not the same as this team, and this team this year can celebrate the moments, but don't get too far
They were
ahead.
smelling themselves.
They were.
Which is my new favorite thing to say. Thank you, DeAndre.
Can you?
Speaking of smelling.
Speaking of smelling.
Doesn't matter. Bad basketball. J.R. Smith last night during the Cavs-Bucks game. Tony Snell somehow got wide open for an easy bucket.
Did you say smell?
I know. I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, I think I did. The reason, check out your boy J.R. Smith over here, wandering off to say hello to Jason Terry. Why?
Can you take us through what happened with the play with Jason Terry?
What play?
You ran off the court and hugged him, and
Oh, really? I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember that.
you didn't know they were inbounding the ball?
What play you talking about?
In the first half, you ran off the court and hugged Jason Terry, and Snell got a layup because you were off the floor.
Oh, I didn't even know I was in the game. No, man.
They killed Kenny.
Is he playing Mortal Kombat?
Or like a graffiti artist.
He's a Sub-Zero.
Is he Banksy? Today, by the way, Ty Lue has referenced it, called it a, quote, embarrassing moment, and added that complacency has been an issue for the Cavs this season. Oh, please. We don't even want to be serious about this. It's J.R. Smith. We're not surprised.
No, not at all. You know, in fact, the entire team actually was kind of checked out if you think about it.
Ooh.
Because they lost against who?
Yeah.
The Bucks.
Last night was
It
weird.
was a weird day. Spurs
Real weird.
lose,
I
Cavs
know.
lose.
Clippers lose.
Which team?
What?
Oh, I was going to say Nets won, but you can do that too, I guess.
I'm listening.
Listen, the fact is that those two had a minor confrontation, I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 13.
Right? And so he's just going back and saying, my bad, dude, and hit, get them buckets while I'm hugging out
But that's a
18.
really way far off in the distance sort of thing you're referencing. Like, how is anyone else going to know that 3 years ago y'all had a moment and this is what you're doing?
You hit me in my face? Oh, I'm going to remember.
3 years later.
And that's why he didn't want to recall that moment when he was interviewed post-game. And look, how many times have you seen an NBA game and you're like, is that a 20-second timeout or a full timeout?
Oh, that's true.
And you know what? I think his mental clock was just a little off. And then he saw a moment that he had to recall.
His mental clock is just a little
His mental clock was just a little off. Had to dap up his boy, say, all is good. I'm married now. I'm going to get married. I'm all good. Different dude. Turned over J.R. Smith a different leaf.
Anything.
Because all the beef in the world is about money and an opposite sex. We all know that. So that's why they squashed that, and now they're good. Don't condemn this guy because he's turned over a new leaf.
Oh, we're not condemning. We're enjoying it. We're laughing. And we're loving every second
But again, the entire Cavs team just basically sucked that night. I mean, Tyronn Lue subbed out the entire starting five and just putting everybody off his bench in the third quarter because he's like, you playing so poorly.
It's a freaky night. It was a freaky night. We got a little football to get into. Antonio Brown picked up, I don't know if you know this, quite a few penalties for celebrations this season.
Get it.
We're doing it. 3 to be exact. His latest came against the Colts on Thanksgiving, which has now prompted Ben Roethlisberger to say he needs to cut it out. But Big Ben also added, quote, I know for a fact that he scores touchdowns at 1 o'clock games that aren't the big time games, and they haven't flagged him. I just think that it was him, it was Bell, it was Thanksgiving. I think the officials were put on notice. Oh, that's interesting. We're targeting when and where these celebrations will be penalized. You agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And it's almost an unintended consequence that comes from the NFL and its protocol, where they have points of emphasis meetings with their NFL officials before the games. They all huddle up in the locker room. They say, we're looking for this, we're looking for this, we're looking for this. And guess what they also say? And we're looking for this guy because he usually does this. And
That's
you're
fair.
the culprit. So how do you get a point of emphasis?
You're looking for what? This?
How do you get the points of emphasis emphasized? Get the biggest player out there that's going to do it.
Well, I mean, do you have to have this meeting? Because if you're a referee in the NFL, you already know that Antonio Brown does these celebrations. And P.S., can we stop penalizing celebrations?
Yeah, that hurts
the game.
the game.
This is the dumbest thing in the world.
It's pretty stupid for them to do that,
It's
but it's
so
also still
stupid.
stupid if you're Antonio Brown to keep doing
No,
it
it's not.
because
Yes,
you know
yes,
they're looking at you.
It's not.
It's not a hidden information
But it's
now.
stupid. It's a stupid thing. You're gonna kick a dude out for 10 games for marijuana. You're gonna keep another guy in who beats his wife. You're gonna penalize a guy who dances.
Yeah.
Get your act together, NFL, because you're like a joke. It's like a joke when they pretend to be the punishers because none of us are taking it seriously. So if I'm Antonio Brown, I just twerk my little hiney, like literally right off. Just off into the end zone. Just drop it onto the ground.
It's a jaywalking ticket, but how many times are you going to cross that street?
So many times.
You're going to just keep getting the ticket up.
I'm going to do this when I get
All
to the other side, and I'm going to continue to do it because it's asinine that this continues to
I
go
can't wait to
on.
walk down your street. I want to walk down your street and see you do this.
It once cost me $600 to
Yeah, I can't do
jaywalk.
that.
Not
If you're
good.
Antonio Brown, if you know it's a witch hunt, stop being a witch.
No, be a witch. Be a loud witch.
No, unwitch.
We've got Jeers.
Unwitch. Unwitch yourself, boy.
Tyler Robinson for the block. Oh, no. He's going to block a shot. That's great. But right in his dude's face.
Off his face?
Yeah.
I told you about something, my girl.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, the reaction's even like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. 2 Jeers for Craig Victor the second.
LSU good this year since they got rid of Ben Simmons?
I don't know.
Y'all blame Ben Simmons last year. What you going to say now?
That is true.
What
What is that? Whoa!
God.
If you're going to travel,
How
at least
many
make the
was
drive.
that? He's ready for the
You
lead.
need a pedometer on. What the
Bring it. 3 Jeers. Got him.
Speaking of traveling,
Paul Pierce. Oh, See, I love this. Paul Pierce not doing the dunk right and then getting resuscitated.
Rampart.
You know what?
Emergency.
That was funny on the part of one Chris Paul.
It was.
It was good.
At least he did get hung.
Pains me to say that.
He did get it over the rim. I was amazed.
He still
at that.
touched the rim at 40. That's
Man, a whole bunch of roly-poly men made big plays over the weekend.
What?
But only one will be named that dude's dude. That's next, Marcellus.
Oh, this is Sports Nation, the skinny version.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
The round off the tank, we go waka, 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 block 'em. Okay, big dog, okay. Let's go, baby.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
I never noticed the rough thing. Who's that?
Oh, that's my man Orlando Ruff. Shout
Oh,
out to
sure.
my dog. He's a lawyer right now.
Oh,
living
shout
that
out
life.
to the lawyer. All right.
Transition.
Award. Yeah, he really did it right. Award-winning segment. This is actually one of those. It's called Dat Dude's Dudes.
Yeah.
Marcellus, before we can start, I need to share something with you.
Uh-oh. What happened?
It's sweeping the nation. The T-shirt is sweeping the nation. That's Bob Beadle.
Oh!
Courtside last night at the Spurs game, wearing his Dat Dude. By the way, bad luck because the Spurs lost.
Oh, you gonna blame the shirt?
Oh,
huh?
definitely blame
Not
the
the
shirt.
poor play, huh?
Not allowed to wear that again.
Oh,
Ever.
shout out to Papa Beadle. That's love.
Please explain to those, whoever they are, who don't know what this is.
Yeah, that dudes are the unheralded, the ones who don't get enough love for all they do on the field. They don't make the highlights necessarily. They're the ones that do the dirty work so that the other guys can get all the star power. So when you see them in the Uber, they're not in the big Uber.
No.
They're Uber pooling, but they're going to get there. They're going to get there, baby. Don't you worry.
All right, honorable mention is?
Jonathan Hankins of the New York Football Giants.
Oh.
And this is all about the dent move. Way to study your history if you're Jonathan Hankins. See him lined up at the left defensive tackle position. Comes around from the 3 technique, causes the fumble, and JPP runs it in. Now let's talk about this dent move. Shout out to Richard Dent, the guy who innovated this move. Now, Hankins is going to do it. It's the same number, 95 and 95. He brings the hammer down. However, the offensive lineman pulls back his arm, so instead, he uses a pinball off of the offensive tackle. Didn't do the Richard Dent move exactly as he should, but he does rip to the sky, and he does turn his hips. As I told you, most sacks are done below the waist. So because he was able to turn his hips and rip to the sky, Jonathan Hankins, trying to do the dent move, actually got to the play.
All in the hips.
All in the hips.
Third place today. Who is it?
Oh, this is my man Ben Ardrick McKinney from the Houston Texans.
Ben Ardrick.
Yeah, mama did that. I ain't do it. Fooled you. Let's talk about this. Lined up, right defensive tackle position. Looks like a speed lineup. That means the skinny guys from linebacker come in, they go on the defensive line, and they make the plays. Watch this. Faking the inside move. We're going to see him come off. And watch 74 bite on the inside move. But where's his head? Oh, his head is square up. If I was going inside, I think my head would be inside. Gotcha, 74. So now you're off balance. And his teammate is in trouble. Off balance. But now I smell blood. Gonna need a bigger boat. Gonna need a bigger stance, all you Jaws butts out there. Pins him on the inside arm. Once you get that pin right there, you are in pay dirt right now. So you can see the offensive linemen, look at his right foot. It goes back 3 yards because of the perfect position of that pinball move, and he goes in for the sack. Tremendous play right there, and tremendous execution to get the arm pinned.
For the record, did you see Jaws?
I did see Jaws. I did see Jaws.
It's a big day.
And then I went to Universal and saw the real Jaws. It was not that big.
Okay, now you're ruining it. Second place.
Sorry. Second place, we got my man Connor Williams from the Ottawa Red Blacks.
Oh, sure.
Okay. No one man should have all that power. I'm going to just tell you right now, look at where they're lined up off the line of scrimmage, 2 yards back. That's going to come into play on this play.
Oh, my.
As you can see, Connor Williams go with the long hawk.
Got a bit of paint on his face.
Yes, he does. He's into it. 4-point stance. Shout out to Hugh Douglas. Now, this is the play where once you see the 4-point stance and that depth off the offensive line, he's going to get way up the field. And that tackle sets too deep. Look at the offensive lineman wall. Even the running back knows you're not supposed to be that far back. So he gets ahead of steam, he turns into a bull, and we all know that power equals force times distance over time.
Yep,
and because that happens, now you got the offensive lineman up in the air because he's not used to all that power. He's in trouble. and then you just finish the play right there. The beautiful thing about that is he got 7 steps before the offensive lineman ever engaged him. Usually that happens in 3 steps because he let him get up the head of steam. He loses.
Guy's a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. And the t-shirt of the week goes to...
Number 1 goes to Blaine Paget. Blaine Paget of Rice University, the collegiate level. Got him by the throat. We're gonna see him at the right defensive end position, coming inside on the move, and he goes in for the sack. Now, let me tell you how this happens. The offensive lineman, we're gonna see Blaine right there. He's gonna set not only deep, but his arms are wide. That allows Blaine to get his hands inside, and you're not slick. I'm gonna point out what he does later. And then you get the offensive lineman off balance, and you get him in a surfboard position. Offensive lineman coaches hate that. Once your back is there, and you're looking up in the sky, you're checking for the blimp. Coach says you're never supposed to be in the position where you're looking straight up in the sky checking for the blimp. He is, and now we're gonna watch that tree fall, baby. Can you say it with me? Timber! Yep, all of that bad technique caught up with him, and Blaine Paget took advantage of it. But there was a little gamesmanship in this. Watch this. Oh, this is the old Bush League move. There are 2 Bush League moves. I'll show you one. Right there. That is called the throat move. Now, the throat move is illegal, but most of the times they don't catch you. The throat move. There are 2 Bush League moves. Come on out here, Curtis, and I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. It's Curtis.
Not wise.
Okay, well, what you just saw right there is the throat move. So instead of punching a guy in the chest as normal, this is what you do. You act like you wanted to, but you really just went for the throat. And once you get that shock, you can do any move you want to, as Blaine Paget did. Bow. But this is the move I used to use all the time. I got away with it a lot of times. You act like you're going to do a rip. So a normal rip is this. But here's the rip that works. Oh! And you grab him by the... So you run by him, grab him by the face mask, get by him. Bush League moves, but they work.
Blaine Paget! Wait, not Curtis.
Where are you going, Curtis?
This is your 15 seconds.
You're America's team. Stay here.
Blaine, you're going to win this shirt.
How many?
It's bad luck, but you can still have it. We'll send it out to Houston at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll be right back with winners and losers. Good job.
This is Sports Nation.
Time for Pulse of the Nation, presented by Toyota. Winners, losers. We got a goat named Polly who has anxiety issues. But if you put a little fluffy duck costume on her, all good. There are no thoughts to be had here. We just love it, right?
This is why the terrorists hate us.
Okay.
Right there. This is exactly why.
Why? What?
Stupid stuff like this.
The guy has anxiety.
Do you need to own a pet, number 1? And there's a thing called a thunder shirt that you put on a puppy when they have anxiety issues. And by the way, Temple Grandin, the lady who did the Oscar-nominated movie was made after, she's the one that figured out if you do like a compressed outfit on an animal, it actually soothes them and they relax.
Do you know?
Idiots.
Michelle, get out the house. All I need you to do is get out the house. What the hell are you talking about?
I got nothing for this. Nothing and no. That sounds like I'm not going there.
Oh, which neighborhood is that?
Pretoria, South Africa.
Now what's supposed to happen?
Oh, okay.
Are they going to get the snake? Stop playing.
Where's Samuel L. Jackson when you need him?
I'm a little worried about what are they trying to do? Put him in a tube?
That is disgusting.
I'm used to this.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying when I go to the bathroom.
Oh my God, I can't.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, here's the couple. I'm not. Y'all take it away.
How you think you got here, Michelle?
Not like that.
Your daddy was
like
wearing
that.
a That Dude's shirt 40-something years ago, and your mama said, yes.
Yeah, come on, girl.
I guarantee you my parents weren't playing Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes, they were.
Let it go.
Yes, they were.
Put your hand down. You're in public. Winner celebration. Today, Marcellus. Marcellus.
Yes?
We have a special message for you from an old friend. Take a listen.
Marcellus Wiley. Marcellus Wiley. Rings a bell. Was he in graphics? Oh, yeah, no, I remember. Hey, Marcellus. I see some things have changed and some haven't. Since I've left, you've grown a mustache.
Yes.
But you are still fat. So some things have changed and some things haven't. Happy birthday, brother. I love you. I miss you.
Love you, bro. That's my dog. Hey. Oh, you're going to bring a tear, too.
That really? That's gonna bring. Can we? We did call you fat, so for that we need more cake. Let's bring it out. Bring it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Earn the title.
Look at the junior. Look at little man. Look at little man. Oh, look at my man.
I don't know.
There's a junior. What's next? Look at this. You got it wrong. Oh, look at this. This is so cute.
Look at your face.
You doesn't believe this.
Do you have any words you want to share with the people?
Oh, thank all you guys for dealing with our craziness every single day. My family, love you guys. Thank you, man. And this is Junior right here. This is the man right here.
No, he's the star of Instagram.
Yes. That dude too. Give me a high five. Give me a high five.
Come back tomorrow.
Give me a high five.